Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be talking about vitamin A and the most important parts. So first of all, we should know that vitamin A is fat soluble. Then coming on to structure, it has a beta carotene ring, and with this you should know the name of Richard Kern. This person was given Nobel Prize for structure, for like discovering the structure. Now this is also called as beta iodine ring. All right, then let's talk about the sources. So sources are only animal sources. Provitamin carotene is seen in plants. RDA is 750 micrograms. Now coming on to biochemical reactions, it is having three forms. One is retinol. Then first we'll talk about retinol. So first is retinol, then is retinol, and then is retinoic acid. So sometimes they ask you the function of them, and so retinol and retinol and retinoic acid. So retinol is involved in reproduction, retinol is involved in vision, retinoic acid is involved in the cell differentiation. All right, then coming on to second, it is also involved in cholesterol formation and C epithelial cells and so on. Then the carotenoids also function as antioxidant. Now in this we have to know about the world's visual cycle. So what happens is you have rhodopsin. Now this rhodopsin is nothing but 11 cis retinal plus opsin. So because of light, it gets converted into cis retinal, 11 cis retinal, and all trans retinal. Now here we have retinal epithelium, then blood, and then liver. All of this occurs in photoreceptor. So now this 11 transretinal gets transferred to the liver. Now in this all transretinal, by the action of alcohol dehydrogenase, gets converted into trans retinol. Now this trans retinol, by the action of isomerase, forms cis retinol. Now this cis retinol will convert into cis retinal. All right, now this again goes back to the photoreceptor thing. Now this can again be converted by isomerase. So what happens is all of them just like get converted, and then like first we have dark phase and then we have light phase and so on. So this is the reaction that occurs in world's visual cycle. Now coming on to the deficiency. Now in deficiency, first of all, we all know that there is xerophthalmia, then conjunctival xerosis is seen as the first sign of deficiency, and sensitivity to green light is lost as an earliest sign. Then we have keratomalacia, then Bitot spots, white plaques that are formed in conjunctiva. Now these are also called as foam cells. Then very important, phenoderma, which is also called as toad skin. Now this is also asked in exams. Then the one that I forgot is night blindness. All right, then coming on to the oral manifestations. Now in oral manifestations, first and the foremost you should know is enamel hypoplasia, then a typical dentine formation, then salivary gland occlusion with keratin, Then epithelial invasion of pulp enamel is affected more than dentin in vitamin A deficiency. Then coming on to hypervitaminosis. So hypervitaminosis, this occurs when the dosage is more than 6,60,000 international units. Now in this what you will see is dermatitis, hepatomegaly, then skeletal decalcification, then very important increase intracranial pressure, which is also referred to as pseudotumor cerebri. Then lysosomes are damaged, alright, and so on. Then inhibition, so inhibition absorption of vitamin A is inhibited by blackberries, cabbage, red cabbage, and citral. Then one more question is, I'll just write it here. Vitamin A, it's hydrolyzed by hydrolase in the pancreatic or intestinal brush border epithelium, alright, and it is stored as retinol palmitate in liver. So this is important, like they usually ask. So basically absorbed in intestine and stored in liver. Okay, so this is mostly what is needed for this. And it affects around like 3 main systems: skeletal system, kidney, and intestine. So in skeletal, basically mineralization and demineralization, alright. Then in kidney, basically decreases the calcium and phosphate excretion and increases the reabsorption, and here also increase the calcium and phosphate absorption. So this is about vitamin A. If you like this video, do give it a